With Wrath of the Lich King Classic around the corner, you're probably wondering what the fastest way to get full pre-raid And in this guide, I'll be showing you exactly what you need to do to get fully geared up in just 1 week. Now, the fastest way to get gear, and specifically pre-raid BiS, is to start working on it before you're even max level. On top of that, a lot of the pre-raid best in slot enchants that we're going to go through are actually best in slot throughout the entire expansion, and best of all, they're unlocked through reputation. Another reason why humans are the best race in Wrath for that 10% increased reputation gain from diplomacy, the racial passive. Now, there are 5 main factions you'll need to focus on for pre-raid best in slot gearing: the Argent Crusade, the Kirin Tor, the Knights of the Ebon Blade, the Sons of Hodir, and the Wyrmrest Accord. Each of these factions have epic 200 item level gear that you can purchase once you are exalted. You'll want to grind reputation for all 5 of these factions, but the reputation that you should focus on first will depend on the role you play, whether that's tank, DPS, or healer. If you're the physical damage dealing class, the Knights of the Ebon Blade should be your top priority faction, since they sell the best in slot helm enchant called Arcanum of Torment. If you are a spellcaster, on the other hand, the Kirin Tor sell the best in slot helm enchant for spellcaster classes called Arcanum of Burning Mysteries, so they should start there. For healers, the Wyrmrest Accord is top priority because they sell their best in slot feat slot item called Sandals of Crimson Fury, purchasable once exalted, as well as Gavel of the Brewing Storm, a good one-handed mace. And if you're a tank, the top priority is the Argent Crusade, because they sell your best in slot helm enchant called Arcanum of the Stalwart Protector once you're revered, and also special issue leg plates, which are also a good pre-raid best in slot option you can buy from them too. Now, if you're keeping track, there's still the 5th reputation that we haven't talked about yet, which is the Sons of Hodir. The best in slot shoulder enchant is actually unlocked from this faction. It's great for spellcasters, physical damage dealing classes, as well as healers. Now, there is a great tank enchant too that you can purchase from the Sons of Hodir Quartermaster, but the enchant purchased from them is not as good as the one that you can purchase for Honor, which is considered a better enchant for tanks. Now, in order to unlock access to the Sons of Hodir Quartermaster, you're going to need to complete a quest chain, which starts from Gretchen Fizzlespark, an NPC in the town of K3, which is located in Storm Peaks. The first quest is called They Took Our Men. Continue the quest chain until you can talk to the Sons of Hodir Quartermaster. Now, from here, you could do these dailies every day, but the fastest way to power level your Sons of Hodir reputation is actually to farm heroics, which you'll be doing anyways for gear. Now, each boss in a heroic drops an emblem, and these emblems can be exchanged for a Sons of Hodir commendation badge. It's actually a 1-to-1 trade, so it's not too hard to buy a bunch of these. Each commendation badge grants 520 reputation with the Sons of Hodir, so this tip will save you a ton of time instead of doing your dailies each day for weeks. Also, keep in mind, if you're going inscription, your profession only bonus is a shoulder enchant, which is actually better than the Sons of Hodir enchant, so you might not have to do this grind. As for the other reputations, the quickest way to max out reputation is by purchasing the tabard from the respective quartermaster. Equip the tabard and spam dungeons. Heroics give more reputation than non-heroics, so try to focus on heroics, especially since you want those emblems, and other best in slot gear is coming from the heroic version over the normal version, usually too. The Kirin Tor tabard can be purchased from the quartermaster located in Dalaran. The Wyrmrest Accord tabard can be purchased on top of Wyrmrest Temple. The Argent Crusade tabard can be purchased inside the Argent Vanguard. This is a small camp located just north of Dalaran at the southernmost end of Icecrown. To get the Knights of the Ebon Blade tabard, though, you'll need to do a quest chain, which then will phase in the Knights of the Ebon Blade base located at the Shadow Vault in order to see that quartermaster. Now, the quest chain starts with the quest It's All Fun and Games, which you can get from Kultira Deathweaver if you are Horde, or Thessarian if you are Alliance. They're found above their respective Horde or Alliance airships flying around Icecrown. Now, remember that in order to purchase any of these tabards, you'll need to be friendly with a faction first, so you might have to do a couple extra quests for them first if it's needed. Once you have the tabards you need, next step is to just spam heroic dungeons. Make sure you have your BiS list open on another monitor so you know what to look out for as you're grinding reputation. And remember how each boss in a heroic dungeon drops an emblem? Well, you can actually use these emblems to purchase other best in slot gear. They can be redeemed in Eidolon, either the Silver Enclave if you are Alliance, or if you're Horde, in the Sunreaver Sanctuary. Here's a map highlighting the Sunreaver Sanctuary for you. It's okay, I know Horde players are special and need a little extra help. The gear you can purchase from emblems is actually really good, depending on the gaps in your gear. You may opt to buy your best in slot trinket first here, but the tier chest and gloves are best in slot too, so you'll definitely want to buy those eventually for the 2-piece set bonus. If you chose the right profession, engineering, the goggles for your class is easily best in slot, so get to work on making those. And also, make sure to get the hyper speed accelerators Tinker on your gloves. It is incredibly overpowered, granting 340 haste for 12 seconds with only a minute cooldown. But none of this even matters at all if you don't know what items to look for in the future. Click the video above my head to find out what the top 6 most overpowered items are in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. I'll see you there.